Legend tells that an imperial princess came to these mountains in the west of China in search of the secret of beauty. She questioned the birds and flowers, but found that none would reveal the secret of her beauty. Warily, she climbed to the top of a tall tree, draped in her long blue silk dress, to see the sky. There, she saw the hills, the mists, and the rivers forming the valley bottoms. She found it so beautiful that she never wanted to come down again. It is since that day that the trees are adorned every year with sublime blue flowers in homage to this young woman who sought eternal beauty. The Vanda Corulea is this legendary flower, one of the most fascinating orchids. It is very long-lived, surviving the test of time by adding new flowers to its clusters every year and can grow to over 10 meters in height. My name is François Gérard, and I'm an ethnobotanist. For over 15 years, I've been working for Guerlain on a program to reforest and reintroduce the Vandas into their natural environment. If you start studying orchids, you'll end up devoting your life to them. They are great seducers, 30,000 species strong, found almost everywhere in the world. They are flowers that tower over us, lifting our gaze. At least they have helped to elevate mine. For millions of years, they have managed to develop some of the most sophisticated forms and lifestyles in the plant world. Some have succeeded in adapting to sometimes hostile environments. Still, others produce flowers so perfect that we human beings elevate them to the level of works of art.
The first time I came to these hills of Yunnan, meshed with the Mekong River, I was struck by the fact that the hillsides were being burned down to graze cattle. Dr. Joseph Margraf, an ecologist, my later husband, was shocked when he had to rescue a dying Vanda fallen from a burning tree. We decided then to create a reserve here, a haven of biodiversity. It was 20 years ago. We started from scratch, planting tree after tree to restore the native forest. My name is Maison Guerlain, and I have a passion for orchid too.
Why did you start this project?
For you. Our dream was to create an ecosystem full of germination nests, capable of welcoming the Vanda Corulea, which was on the verge of disappearing due to slash and burn practices. The orchid of 10,000 generations, a species revered here as a symbol of long life. Thanks to the support of Guerlain, this dream has gradually become a reality. It is a great opportunity for us, because I don't think many companies would have realized the importance of supporting such an ambitious project. And so the Tianzi Reserve was born, With François Girard and the Guerlain teams, we are working tirelessly on the scientific management of this long-term program.
Today, we have the pleasure of seeing the seeds we sowed germinate.
Yeah. Each plant will give a seed? Yeah. Each year, they will give us seeds.
The results in terms of preserving biodiversity are impressive. The forest has grown back despite the passage of several fires, and they have grown into decent-sized trees. Each species encourages the arrival of newcomers. It's quite simply the return of life here. These orchids are known as epiphytes. They do not need to be in contact with the soil to live, but they do need a tree to carry them towards the light. One cannot live without the other. It's a symbiotic relationship, the perfect marriage. The tree gives the orchid access to photosynthesis by exposing its leaves to the sun of the canopy.
Maybe...
Quickly!
Look, this one is bigger.
Yeah. I think the link on that is okay. Let's see.
The orchid, through the mesh of its roots, conducts the rain in multiple channels wherever the tree needs it. The stems of the leaves store the water that would otherwise be lacking in times of drought.
The tree also allows the seeds to be dispersed more easily by the wind. The first part of our program was to collect mother plants following the destruction of their habitats, so that they could be saved and be reintroduced throughout the reserve.
Orchids can only germinate and survive in the presence of microscopic fungi that live on tree bark, among other things. Symbiosis again. They are called mycorrhiza. Science understands more and more about the importance of these networks of filaments, invisible to the naked eye, but which play a fundamental role in the germination of vandas. The mycorrhiza enable plants to absorb the water and nutrients they need to live, and put trees in communication with each other, thanks to their potentially infinite filamentary mesh.
Oh, it's chrysanthemum. Look, grow well.
The second part of our program consisted of isolating the mycorrhiza that lived in symbiosis with the vandas, cultivating them, and then planting them in small paper bags to sow the seeds and their helpers, without which they would not be able to germinate.
Huh.
Yes. How many flowers have been visited?
Not so many, actually. There are quite few.
Called Vanda Lan, the flower of 10,000 generations, is venerated in our culture for its spiritual dimension, but above all, for its ability to survive the years without damage. Over the course of time, trees, flowers, insects, birds, fungi, and even smaller creatures have become indispensable to each other. Impossible now to remove any of them. That's why it's so precious to bring back the vandas. Every orchid that re-establishes itself brings life in all its marvelous complexity. Here, we are not rehabilitating a forest. We are not reintroducing species. We are caring for a whole, for the connection that unites all living things, today and we hope for 10,000 generations to come.